I have some upsetting news for you. And this upsetting news ties into a certain economic data that got released within the past 24 hours. It is the one singular piece of data that decides whether if altcoin season happens or not. And unfortunately, it came much lower than predicted. So in this video, we're going to dissect that. We're going to understand the legitimacy of altcoin season, whether if it's going to still happen or not, and if it will, how long will it take? Stick around until the end. Make sure to destroy the like button and subscribe if you're not a crypto kid yet for daily Bitcoin price analysis. I'm very happy to be back in Dubai. I missed it. It's the best city in the world. You should definitely check this place out if you haven't been before. All right, let's dive straight into the data. So the PMI data looks into whether if the American economy is expanding or if it is in a contraction. Over 50 means expansion, below 50 means contraction. We have an expectation, or we had an expectation of 48.3, but we got 47.9, creating a 3 consecutive decline in the ISM PMI data. This is what it looks like. This is the white line. The white line is the PMI, and then the blue line is the price of Ethereum. When there is economic expansion, when there is more manufacturing, more production of goods, it is usually because that there is more liquidity in the markets. The Federal Reserve would have deposited cash into commercial bank accounts, simultaneously reducing the interest rates, making it very cheap and available to borrow money. Companies then borrow this money, invest it into factories, invest it into more employees. They produce more goods. With more employment, there is a better economy. People can afford more, etc. Ultimately leading to things like Ethereum, which are classified as trophy assets, altcoins, supercars, watches, artwork, all to incline in value. They all go hand in hand. So in summary, the ISM is the clear representation of the business cycle, which instead of being 4 years, like it has been, all those boom and busts in the ISM, it lasted 4 years. It is now switched into 5 years. America is refinancing its debts this year instead of last year. So we know that there is going to be quantitative easing. We know that the interest rates are going to reduce. And there are very good preliminary indications that the ISM will in fact go into expansion. Commodity prices are going up. Gold and silver and copper, palladium, platinum, things used in manufacturing are going up. That's a good foreshadow that we're going to see an expansion in the ISM. We have an increase in the M2 money supply, another very good preliminary indication. We have durable goods, durable good orders. They're moving higher. Things like machinery, automobiles, airplanes, their orders are increasing, so on and so forth. So there are a lot of good indications that we will see ISM go into expansion and that altcoin season will follow. ISM is leading, altcoin season is a lagging indicator. The sad news, apart from the fact that we got below 50 again in contraction, is that all of this is going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. It will take probably a year for ISM to go back into expansion and altcoins to start to see an ignition and a spark and drift into altcoin season. Money can be printed, and when it does get printed, it doesn't immediately go into the risk on markets. There's a process. It takes time. When they introduced massive amounts of quantitative easing back in 2020 for COVID, it took 8 months of consolidation before Bitcoin actually ended up exploding to the upside. So whatever it is going to be, if it's going to be a year or if it's going to be Q4 that altcoins begin to spike to the upside, it doesn't really matter because you have an opportunity. You know what's going to happen. You know that there's going to be economic expansion. You know there's going to be tremendous amounts of money printing. So over the course of the next 9 to 15 months, you can accumulate as much as you can. That's what you can do. I'm personally buying into layer ones that I believe in, like Ethereum, like Solana. I'm buying into Chainlink, the RWA projects, the projects that are making real change, real use, Ondo Finance. I'm accumulating altcoins, I'm accumulating Bitcoin. If we can continue this patience, I know we've waited for a long time, 4.5 years now, but if we can wait just a little bit longer, I think it's going to pay off really well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. And I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye guys.